You know, we are told that we should share our emotions, especially fear. Fear and worry and concern, that we should share this emotion, these emotions rather. We should express them and air them out and just, you know, show to the people around us how insecure and fearful and worried we are about different things. Yeah, fuck that noise. Yeah, fuck that noise like, fuck it into the ground. Yeah, I mean, no, don't fuck that noise, just rape it. Yeah, rape that noise. Yeah, no. Showing weakness? What the fuck? No, you don't want to show weakness ever. You want to be the strong, silent, stoic type. You know, if your hand gets chopped off by the machine, yeah, I mean, you lose it like right there, like, whoop, and you don't have a left hand, fuck it, you don't have a right hand, you got to go like, fuck it, man, I lost a hand, and leave it at that, okay? That's the biggest complaint you should have. Don't show fucking weakness, ever. Now, the reason is quite obvious, okay? Because when you show weakness, when you show insecurity, when you show fear to others, it's not only that they will respect you less, and they will, but more to the point, and the reason they will respect you less, because they will understand how to manipulate you, how to control you. By showing weakness, by showing fear, by showing insecurity, you lower yourself in others' estimation. You give them a weapon that they can use against you. Life is combat, and more to the point, success is a pyramid. You go up the ladder, you go up the pyramid, and it gets smaller and smaller as you go up. Yeah? It's not that everybody gets to the top. No. Only the one guy gets to the top. And getting the things that you want in your career, in your social life, in whatever, it means that others have to lose. It's a zero-sum game, pal. Yeah, I mean, you can say in like the overarching scheme of things, yeah, it isn't a zero-sum game, that we can all achieve the things that we want. Yeah, in a general macro sense, maybe. But in an individual sense, in you and me, up close and personal, zero-sum game, baby. Either you're going to win or I'm going to win. And I'm going to do my fucking damnedest to beat you. I don't have anything against you, but I want that thing that we're both competing for. I want to win, yeah? So I will fuck you over by fair means or foul. And if you are dumb enough to show that you are afraid or insecure about whatever the fuck, I'm going to use that information against you. Inevitably. You'll find in time that the people who are most advocating for you to show weakness, to show the things that you're insecure about or fearful of or worried about, are precisely those people who want to control and dominate you. And look at feminists, right? Feminists are the ones who go on and on about this bullshit, about sharing emotions and all that bullshit, right? What the fuck you want that, excuse me, what the fuck do you think that they want, huh? What the fuck do you think they want? They want to control you. Yeah. They want to put men in their place. Or, let me phrase that, they don't want to put men in their place, in the place that they belong. They want to put men in the little slot that feminists believe that they belong in. Yeah? They want them to be little fucking purse puppies. They want us to be fucking purse puppies. And how do you lower a man? How do you emasculate him? By encouraging him to share his insecurities and fears. That's how you do it. Here's something important. I'm not saying deny your fears and insecurities and worries. I'm not saying deny them. I'm saying don't show them to others. See? A man who denies his own fears and insecurities, who claims that he doesn't have any fears or insecurities, he's a fucking liar or a fucking idiot, one or the other. Okay? Every man is afraid. Every man feels insecure. Every man feels worried. You think that I don't feel worried? Do you think that I haven't had my 3 a.m. wake-ups, yeah? Where I go to sleep like a baby, no problem, and then at 3 a.m., bing, I'm wide awake and I'm thinking about some problem that I have. Some problem with work, some problem with money, some problem with this person, that person, whatever the fuck. Of course I have those worries, but I keep them to myself. I don't go around telling people about them. I don't go telling people who are actively wishing for my ill, who are actively wishing for my harm. I don't tell those people. Fuck no. I have a fear, I have a worry, I have an insecurity, I keep it to myself. And if I can fix it, I fix it. I go out of my way to fix it. If there is some insecurity that I have that I want to minimize, I do my damnedest to minimize it. You know, by learning some technique. That's why I always tell you, learn game, because it'll teach you to get over your insecurity about women, right? There are tons of different ways to learn things so that you can get over an insecurity. There are tons of things that you can do to minimize your worries, to minimize your fears. Of course, you should do that, okay? That's why it's important to identify those things that you're afraid of. You identify them to yourself, only to yourself. You don't share them. You feel incredible sadness. I mean, something happens to you, it doesn't matter what it is. Something so sad, so horrifying that you just want to burst into tears, then burst into tears. Don't deny yourself that. On the contrary, I think it's actually bad for you to deny your emotions. I think that you should let those emotions out, but let those emotions out in a way that doesn't hurt you. Yeah? Something horrible happens, you have some heartache, some bitch just rips your heart to shreds. Okay, then go to your room alone, close the door, turn off the lights, grab that waifu pillow that you have and cry your eyes out. And that's perfectly fine. But don't fucking tell people about it. Don't share your weakness. Don't show it to fucking anybody, because it will only hurt you. You tell your friends that, Mary Jane over there broke your heart, right? Well, then Mary Jane's gonna know that she has your number, right? And that you'll be on a string. And more to the point, other women in your social group or who somehow are connected to your social group will find out that, you got all butthurt and cried like a little bitch over the fact that Mary Jane broke up with you. And what do you think that they're gonna think of you, huh? They're going to think better of you or less? They might say that, he's in touch with his feelings and some shit like that, right? They might say that, but they don't really believe it. Nobody does, okay? That's the fucking lie, yeah? When we hear some guy is a pussy-ass bitch and cried over a woman, right, that broke his heart, right? We think, what a fucking chump. We all do. We all do. And don't give me this shit that now it's different or something like that. Fuck no. It's never been different. It's always the same. It's always the same. And you got to understand that this whole issue of showing weakness is a mechanism of control. That's what's going on. And so be smart about it. And don't make a to-do about it, by the way. Okay? There are a lot of guys who are just fools who make a spectacle of themselves and say, I'm so tough, I never show weakness. No, you don't do it that way. You keep your fucking mouth shut. Just as you don't talk to people about your weaknesses, you don't talk to people about your virtues. Okay? For two reasons. Number one, it breeds arrogance. And arrogance is the surefire way to get fucked over, okay? So number one, it breeds arrogance when you talk about your virtues. And number two, you wind up talking about your virtues instead of actually living them. Because it's easier to talk than to live. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, your virtue of keeping your fucking mouth shut, not showing your weaknesses, and being stoic in the face of pain or failure or heartache or what have you, yeah, you keep that to yourself. You don't draw attention to yourself. You act like Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper was a man's man. Yeah, he's a movie star that today most people have forgotten about. But Gary Cooper was a tough son of a bitch. Skinny ass guy, not much to look at, but he was mentally tough. And that's what you want. You want mental toughness. You want to be Gary Cooper. You want to be a motherfucker who can take it, no matter how bad. That's what you want, and you don't want to make a to-do about it or make a spectacle of it, and you never, ever, ever want to be like crying in public like a little pussy-ass bitch. Never. You want to be Gary Cooper. That's your goal. He is your lodestar. He's your North Star. He's the guy. And if you're smart and tough enough, he can be you.